What's this year been like for you to be playing early to see the success that you have individually and as a team?
It's gone by really fast. It's been a great experience all year. It's kind of hard to believe I'm already a sophomore. We still got a little work to do at the end of the year with these 2 more tournaments, but obviously just trying to build off the success I've had going into these next 2.
How many different ways have you heard your last name pronounced over the course of your life in golf tournaments? Because I heard an interesting one when they gave you that little melody.
I've heard so many. I don't even think it's that hard. Like it's you separate it into 2, and it's like Koivun. Pretty simple, but I guess when people try to make it sound fancy, it just gets a little wonky.
How do you guys keep the edge that helped you win SECs? How do you keep that chip on your shoulder this next tournament?
I mean, like we just saw on Golf Channel. I mean, they say we're a little flying under the radar, and I think we are. I think Vanderbilt and UNC get talked about a lot, even if they're ranked number 2 and 3. And obviously they're great teams, but I think we still have to earn that number 1 spot.
Confidence is such a big deal in any sport, but
Correct.
It's huge in golf. Right? How beneficial is that for you guys? The run, winning, that confidence heading into NCAAs.
I mean, it's huge to have that backing. I mean, winning SECs was awesome, and it's a great experience for all of us. But now it's in the past, and we have to build off of that going into nationals.
Nick said that he doesn't have to worry about you bringing your game. How have you always had a mentality where once you step on the stage, it's totally on?
I guess it's just a mindset, really, just trusting all the work you put in, the hours you put out here, and if you don't believe in yourself and all that work you do, then why are you putting in the work? So I guess that's kind of how I've built my own confidence and how I bring my game every time.
And how did you refocus kind of after winning the individual award on the team?
I soaked it in for about 30 minutes and then realized we got a new tournament to play and go win one for the team.
How much fun has that been, being in such an individual sport, to be a part of a team and to have that camaraderie?
It's such a different experience because you're not only playing for yourself, you're playing for a bunch of guys that are behind you and a university, especially a great one like Auburn. I guess it's definitely helped me a little bit. I mean, we all push each other to be better, so I think that's just helped a lot.
I'm sure when you're recruited, one of the selling points is, hey, we want you to come in and be a part of winning the national championship.
Right.
How exciting is it to now start that journey in NCAA tournament?
Oh, it's super exciting. I mean, you can always talk about winning a national championship, but once you get there, you really have to perform, and hopefully that's what we'll do in the next couple of weeks.
Who's the best ping pong player on the team?
I like Carson. He's pretty good.
Have you been on campus long enough and in the SEC long enough to know what a big deal it is when you beat Alabama in anything and win an SEC championship?
Yeah, you definitely feel it a little more in football and basketball, but even when we played them in match play at SECs, there was definitely a little more tension there. And I mean, I know we were ranked number 1, but anything could have happened.
I know golf can sometimes feel like you're alone when you're playing. You're alone, but to see the support and people responding after the SEC championship, and to know that support's coming in, how much fun is that to see people kind of rallying behind you guys as you head in the postseason?
Oh, it's awesome. It's just another wave of support. I mean, we have our coaches, university, parents, everyone, and then just this whole nother wave of support from all our followers and supporters. It's just helping us get better.
Just following up on that in terms of just like being alone, so to speak, on the golf course, like you've had, Nick or the other coaches following you around for at least most of this year, almost every hole. How has that helped you transition to playing college golf, and maybe like slowing down playing, like I guess managing a golf course, so to speak?
Throughout all of junior golf, I didn't really have anyone next to me, but coach has done a really good job of kind of putting himself there for me and talking out shots and managing the golf course well and handling nerves when I have them and that type of stuff. I think it's kind of helped me develop as a player and really think more what I'm doing on the golf course instead of just doing it.
And between you and Josiah as the two freshmen at this point, you guys have had two very different passes, and you kind of being thrown out there early, playing a lot, like in starting lineups all the time. And he's kind of worked his way into it now. But to see him have that big win at the SEC is to beat Gordon Sargent. How have you seen him grow to the point where he can beat a guy like that on the championship day of the SEC tournament?
I mean, Josiah's got so much talent. It's something I'm jealous of. I mean, he's got a lot of talent, and I think once he starts refining his work ethic, what he's been doing for the past month or two, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. But I think in the fall, he was still kind of settling into everything, and it might have affected his game a little bit. But now that he's, starting to practice a little harder, a little more focused, it's definitely shown in his game.
When you were younger, when did you realize, hey, this is something I really love and I'm good at it, and how did you develop that a little bit?
I started playing golf when I was really young, but growing up I played all the sports. Like football, basketball, that stuff. I think it just helped me become an athlete. And I started getting a little too small for football and basketball. So I decided golf was the best option. I was also probably a little better at golf than I was at anything else, and I was around 8th grade. And ever since then, it's just been my sole focus and what I do every day.
Do you get recognized on campus? Anybody ask for an autograph?
No, not yet. Maybe if I win a national championship.